Maha movement is growing internationally. We now have Make Europe Healthy Again, the Miha movement. That's what they call it, which is great. And I heard one of the founders of the Miha movement speak, and she said that they are modeling their Miha movement after the American Maha movement. So finally, Joel, America is leading in something positive, right? We're not leading in, the sickest Americans anymore, or, the kids that just want to be social media influencers instead of engineers and scientists. So one of the things that's come up is this digital ID that's been introduced in Great Britain, this mandatory digital ID. This is something that Miha movement is pushing against. I think this is very concerning, something that in America we should be aware of, because I think this is one of those kind of Trojan horse things. It's going to snowball very quickly. There's a press release from the UK government website, and this is what it says. A new digital ID scheme will help combat illegal working while making it easier for the vast majority of people to use vital government services. Digital ID will be mandatory for right-to-work checks by the end of the parliament. This will result in a service that takes the best aspects of the digital identification systems that are already up and running around the world. So the UK government cites Australia, where citizens can access a range of private services from banking to buying alcohol with their digital identification. In Estonia, the digital ID has apparently revolutionized parents' lives, according to them, by enabling access to child benefits, their health records, applications for a nursery, and you don't have to provide the same information twice. In Denmark, students can use their national digital ID to log in, to retrieve education records, and for qualifications in job and university applications. And they cite India, where the government has saved apparently $10 billion every year by reducing fraud and leakages in their welfare schemes. So again, another government program that apparently you have to have this digital ID to access. The UK government then says the new plan will offer significant benefits for reducing identity theft and preserving privacy, with security at its core. It will limit personal details being shared unnecessarily by only sharing the relevant information for the specific scenario in question. And they're going to use encryption and make sure that the data is held and assessed securely. Well, I believe them. Like, why would I? So anyhow, there's of course promoting this mandatory digital ID as a benefit. They're doing this for your own good, and you can already see between the lines here. It will probably be connected with, oh, you want to get your license, right? You got to go down to, like their equivalent of DV and get your license. Well, where's your digital ID to prove that it's you? You want to access your bank account. Where's your digital ID? Russell Brand actually has just reported that he thinks this digital ID is now being tied to a carbon score, potentially through banking records. And he mentioned that someone reported to him that in the UK, when you at this grocery store, when you bought a sandwich, it has a moniker near the barcode, and it said something to the effect of, this is 8% of your carbon allowance. Right. So that's very concerning. And so this is why Miha came out, I believe it was last Saturday, in protest against these mandatory digital IDs. So on the positive, though, there's a movement there as well that's standing up and doing something about it. And we were the influence for that. Yeah. Go America.